Alright guys, Liverpool have just beaten Arsenal 2-0 at the Emirates in the second leg of the League Cup semi-final. After the first leg was drawn 0-0, and Liverpool are on their way to Wembley. The first time I think Liverpool have played at Wembley, well, I don't think Liverpool have actually won at Wembley since April 2012 when they beat Everton in the FA Cup semi-final. Since then, there's been the FA Cup final, which we lost to Chelsea, the League Cup final in 2016, which we lost on penalties to Man City, the Community Shield in 2019, in which we lost on penalties to Man City, and the same again in 2020, which we lost on penalties to Arsenal. So our recent record at Wembley is shocking, to say the least. But, you know, at least we're there again. It's been a while since we've got there in anything other than the Community Shield. And it was a good performance from Liverpool, all bar probably the first 15 minutes. I thought Liverpool looked really sluggish in the first 15 minutes. Arsenal didn't look great though, even when they were on top at the start of the game. They didn't really create too many chances. The closest they came to scoring was a free kick from Lacazette, which Kelleher did really well to save. It wasn't like a save of the season, but if you took a photo of it, it probably looks that way, because Lacazette, because it's really close to goal, it's literally right on the edge of the box. Lacazette's had to clip it over the wall and hope that it goes right in the very corner, and it nearly does. And Kelleher does do well to get there, but it wasn't the most ridiculous save of all time. But he did really, really well to tip it onto the bar though, because it probably was going in. And Liverpool did score through Joel Matip, but it was offside. And they did eventually get the breakthrough from a counter-attack where Trent Alexander-Arnold played it to Jota. Jota took on, I think it was Ben White, and completely scuffed a shot past Aaron Ramsdale. It wasn't one of his greatest goals ever, Diogo Jota. Although he's not really a scorer of great goals, but it was a massively scuffed shot. It trickled its way over the line to make it 1-0. And yeah, that was it for the first half, really. I don't think Arsenal really troubled Liverpool in any way in the first half, bar the first 10 minutes or so. I don't think Arsenal troubled Liverpool at all, really, during the game. It wasn't a great performance from Arsenal in terms of an attacking point of view. Liverpool got the second in the second half with about 10 minutes to go. Trent Alexander-Arnold, brilliant ball over the top to Diogo Jota. Brilliant pass. How anyone can say that Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't one of the best right-backs in the Premier League era? It's ridiculous. No right back in Premier League history is doing anything like he's doing right now. Like you can say, like Gary Neville and maybe Zabaleta or possibly Kyle Walker have been better in the Premier League than him, which I would probably argue against. Maybe not Gary Neville, but the other two are. I think Alexander-Arnold and Gary Neville are the two best right backs in the Premier League history, like since it started 30 years ago. There's never been anything like Alexander-Arnold before. The amount of goals he contributes to for Liverpool, it's ridiculous. Like he's on 10 assists in the Premier League this season. He's got 2 tonight. He's got a few in the Champions League, I'm sure of that. So he must be on at least 15 assists, I think, this season, which is incredible. yeah, Jota's finish though was equally as good. He chested it down and managed to just about clip it over Ramsdale, and just went over the line. And it was initially disallowed, and then VAR said he was virtually level, just onside. Gabriel was playing him on. And then Arsenal still after that didn't really look like getting a consolation goal either, and Thomas Partey got sent off in the 90th minute after coming on as a sub. 2 yellow cards, two silly tackles, especially the second one when he knew he was on a yellow. Like, was it even worth coming back from African Cup of Nations for that? I think 99% of people would argue no. Who needs Granit Xhaka anymore? The sort of thing Granit Xhaka would do. I think that was from Partey. But yeah, Arsenal, they didn't. It wasn't one of their better performances this season. But I think Arsenal's two best performances this season, from what I've seen, were probably two games they didn't actually win. I thought last week against Liverpool in the first leg was a great defensive performance. To go down to 10 men so early on and not concede at Anfield was incredible. And to nearly actually score through Bukayo Saka, it was a really good game for Arsenal. And also the Man City game, which until Xhaka gave the penalty away and Gabriel got the red card, Arsenal were on top and looking the better side and looking like they could win that game. So yeah, that tonight wasn't up there with that. I think that's safe to say. But yeah, Liverpool, they definitely got better as the game went on. The second half, they were just in complete control, really. I thought Firmino had another great game. Firmino this season, it's a shame he's been injured because he has been this season back to his best. I think last season he didn't have a great season, and I think the final 6 months of the season Liverpool won the league, I thought his form dropped off even then. I think he started that season really well, but it got worse that season. But this season, he's just back to his best. His goal per minute ratio is really good this season. But yeah, as well as that, Kate Gordon probably should have scored with a header, not a header, sorry, with a left-footed shot from quite close range. But I mean, I think he's just turned 17, so I think you can allow him that. It's his first big game in the team, Arsenal away in the League Cup semi-final. But yeah, Liverpool, yeah, they definitely did enough to get the job done, and it will be an interesting game against Chelsea in the final come the end of February. So yeah, I'm excited for that as a Liverpool fan. It's been nearly 2 years since we won a trophy now. So yeah, I look forward to that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.